What's up, food lovers? Winter is almost here. You know what that means? Time to ditch the salads and embrace those hearty, soul-warming meals that make you want to hibernate till spring. I'm going to be your guide to the ultimate winter comfort food. We're talking steaming bowls of stew, cheesy pasta bakes that'll make you want to come back for seconds, and more. So hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and get ready to get your chef on. Let's get cooking. First up, we're tackling a classic hearty beef stew. This is the kind of dish that makes your house smell like love and childhood memories. You're going to start by browning 2 pounds of cubed beef chuck in a large pot. Don't overcrowd the pan, you want that nice golden brown crust. Once the beef is looking good, toss in some diced onions, carrots, and celery. We're talking about 2 cups of each. Then sprinkle in some flour for thickness. About 3 tablespoons should do the trick. Now, pour in 6 cups of beef broth, a tablespoon of tomato paste, a bay leaf for that extra something, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Bring that bad boy to a boil, then turn down the heat, cover it up, and let it simmer for at least 2 hours. Trust me, the longer it simmers, the more flavorful it gets. Low and slow is the name of the game. About 30 minutes before serving, add in some peeled and cubed potatoes, about a pound. Then, just before serving, stir in a tablespoon of butter for extra richness. Ladle that steaming goodness into bowls, garnish with fresh parsley, and get ready for the ultimate winter comfort food experience. Next up, we're diving into a creamy dream chicken Alfredo. This is one of those dishes that's surprisingly easy to make, but it tastes like you ordered it from a fancy Italian restaurant. And who doesn't love a little bit of cheesy indulgence in the winter? Start by cooking a pound of fettuccine pasta according to the package directions. Meanwhile, melt a stick of butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Once the butter's bubbly, whisk in 3 cloves of minced garlic and cook for about a minute, just until it's fragrant. No burnt garlic here. Now, pour in 2 cups of heavy cream and bring it to a simmer. Once it's simmering, reduce the heat to low and whisk in a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, a pinch of salt, and a generous amount of black pepper. We're talking at least a teaspoon. Add your cooked chicken to the sauce. You can use leftover rotisserie chicken or quickly pan fry some chicken breasts and let everything simmer together for a few minutes. Then add your cooked fettuccine to the sauce and toss to coat. Serve immediately with extra Parmesan cheese and fresh parsley and prepare to be amazed by how creamy and delicious this is. Alright, spice lovers, this one's for you. Spicy chili con carne. This chili is loaded with flavor, and it's got just the right amount of kick to warm you up from the inside out. Start by browning a pound of ground beef in a large pot over medium heat. Once the beef is cooked, drain off any excess grease and add in a diced onion, a green bell pepper, also diced, and 2 cloves of minced garlic. Cook for a few minutes until the veggies have softened. Now, it's time to spice things up. Add in a tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can adjust the amount of cayenne to your liking. Cook the spices for a minute, just to let them bloom and release their flavor. Then, pour in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a 15-ounce can of kidney beans, drained and rinsed, a 15-ounce can of black beans, also drained and rinsed, and 2 cups of beef broth. Bring everything to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer for at least 30 minutes, or even longer if you have time. The longer it simmers, the more flavorful it gets. Serve hot with your favorite toppings. Sour cream, shredded cheese, avocado, cilantro, the possibilities are endless. Let's be honest, is there anything more comforting than a big old pan of lasagna? This classic lasagna recipe is the ultimate crowd pleaser, and it's surprisingly easy to make. It might seem like a lot of steps, but trust me, the end result is worth it. First things first, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's make the meat sauce. Brown a pound of ground beef in a large skillet over medium heat. Once it's cooked, drain off any excess grease. Add in a diced onion, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and cook until softened. Stir in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, a tablespoon of dried oregano, a teaspoon of dried basil, a teaspoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Bring to a simmer and cook for at least 30 minutes. While the sauce is simmering, let's make the cheese filling. In a large bowl, combine 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, 2 large eggs, a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, half a cup of chopped fresh parsley, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Mix it all up until it's well combined. Now, it's time to assemble our lasagna masterpiece. Spread a thin layer of meat sauce in the bottom of a 9 by 13-inch baking dish. Top with a layer of lasagna noodles, followed by half of the cheese filling and a third of the mozzarella cheese. Repeat layers, ending with a layer of noodles topped with the remaining meat sauce and mozzarella cheese. Cover the dish with aluminum foil and bake for 30 minutes. Then, remove the foil and bake for an additional 15 minutes, or until the cheese is melted and bubbly. Let the lasagna rest for at least 15 minutes before slicing and serving. This gives the cheese time to set and makes for cleaner slices. Enjoy! Who says comfort food can't be healthy? This vegetable pot pie is packed with veggies, flavor, and all the cozy vibes you crave in the winter. Plus, it's super versatile. You can use whatever veggies you have on hand. First up, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's get those veggies going. Dice up 2 carrots, 2 celery stalks, 1 onion, and 12 ounces of cremini mushrooms. In a large pot or Dutch oven, melt 2 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Add the diced veggies and cook for about 8 to 10 minutes, or until they've softened. Sprinkle in half a cup of all-purpose flour and cook for 1 minute, stirring constantly. Gradually whisk in 4 cups of vegetable broth and bring to a simmer. Add 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of dried rosemary, a pinch of salt, and a generous amount of black pepper. Simmer for 5 minutes, or until the sauce has thickened. Stir in 2 cups of frozen peas and corn, and 1 cup of cooked shredded chicken or tofu, if you like. Pour the filling into a greased 9-inch pie dish. Now, let's make that irresistible flaky crust. Unroll a refrigerated pie crust and place it over the filling, crimping the edges to seal. Cut a few slits in the top of the crust to allow steam to escape. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until the crust is golden brown and the filling is bubbly. Let it cool for a few minutes before serving. You can enjoy it as is or add a dollop of mashed potatoes for the ultimate comfort food experience. Last but not least, we're finishing strong with a shepherd's pie that's both hearty and comforting. This classic dish is perfect for a chilly winter evening, and it's sure to become a family favorite. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, let's get started on the filling. Heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Add 1 diced onion and cook for 5 minutes or until softened. Add 1 pound of ground lamb, or beef if you prefer, and cook until browned. Drain off any excess grease. Stir in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and cook for 1 minute. Gradually whisk in 1 cup of beef broth and bring to a simmer. Add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Simmer for 5 minutes or until the sauce has thickened. Stir in 1 cup of frozen peas and carrots. Pour the filling into a greased 8-inch square baking dish. Now, for the mashed potato topping. In a large bowl, combine 2 cups of mashed potatoes, 2 tablespoons of butter, half a cup of milk, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Beat with an electric mixer until smooth and fluffy. Spread the mashed potato mixture evenly over the meat filling. Bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until the mashed potatoes are golden brown and the filling is bubbly. Let it cool for a few minutes before serving. Enjoy. And there you have it, folks. 6 cozy winter dinners to warm your soul. From hearty stews to cheesy pasta bakes to classic comfort food favorites, there's something here for everyone. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future culinary adventures. I'm out of here, but stay tuned for more deliciousness coming your way soon. Peace out.